What is up? I think we are live. Hopefully, I think we are live. Let me check on my other
Yeah,
phone
we can
if we are live or
see
not.
the live
So yeah, okay, cool,
seconds
awesome.
are
So
ticking.
awesome. So Roma India boys are finally online and live. I have Ratul with me all the way from Calcutta, West Bengal. I have Ganesh with me from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So Roma India are right now covering West, East, and South. Just North is pending. I think otherwise we're all covered. We are actually expecting Samun. So Samun is from Nepal, but he would cover the north. I think in that way we would cover the Indian subcontinent. If he comes, I'll add him onto the stream. So yeah, I mean, boys, let us start with the first thing in the order of business. The Derby win. We beat Lazio. Gianluca Mancini. Your thoughts, Ratul?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, after a long time, we won the derby, and
Seriously, yeah.
and also yeah, and also he enjoyed the tussle between Dybala and that Frenchman,
Guendouzi. Guendouzi.
Genduzi. Yes, yes, it was nice.
Ganesh, what do you think, man?
And
I mean,
and, and
finally, it's been so long since we won a derby game.
Yeah. Of course, it was a great win. So actually, this uh, under the D Rossi's regime, this he has once again kept his school. Maybe Jose Mourinho's thing is still there. He has adapted very well. He has kept his calmness and we did really well in terms of tactical as well as physically as well. I mean, as he said, right? So Ratul said there were so many tackles flying here and there. Mancini uh, tackling on Tati and got a yellow card, and also waving a rat flag, which was so crazy after the goal celebrations. It was all so crazy thing that's going on that went on after the derby. So it was really great that we won after so long time. It was really needed for us.
Ratu, let me
And
ask you a controversial question.
yes, yes.
Do you think we would have beaten Lazio if Jose Mourinho was still the manager?
Please repeat once again.
Do you think we would have beaten Lazio had Jose been our manager?
I think yes.
You have to try to Jose.
I beg to
Yeah.
differ. So probably we won't we wouldn't have won. I think he lost his maybe uh, his maybe Jose Mourinho lost his hold with Pellegrini, which I think which was so evident. He lost his trust on his captain, and Mancini and Pellegrini. I think they had great bond, but probably I think Pellegrini is probably he was the great fundamental factor in the first season when Jose Mourinho managed Roma, and it was all suddenly missing in the next season, which was so weird. I don't know what happened, and if you ask me, like Jose Mourinho would have barely got a draw. But yeah, De Rossi's Roma is kind of both attacking. It's kind of we all got sorted out in the midfield, I would say, right now, which was really lacking under Jose Mourinho.
So I think that De Rossi, because De Rossi is Roma, he knows what it means to win a derby. He knows what it means, how much is at stake when we play against Lazio. So of course he transmits that into his players. And one shining example is Lolo Pellegrini, man. I mean, El Capitano has looked transformed after his arrival. Like he's looking like a different player only. And who better to teach him than De Rossi? And De Rossi is right there teaching him the reins of how to become a Roma captain. But guys, let's talk about the player in the of the moment, Mancini. That header, that
Yeah.
celebration. Then going into the Kurva Sood after the game, waving the flag, getting fined 5,000 euros, and then Roma fans starting a GoFundMe, which has already made 7,000 euros. Just it's incredible, man. What do you think about Mancini? He's hated by everyone, but we love him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Even
Because
even the
yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
Please go, Ganesh. Please, you can go.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Even when Mancini just started with Roma, like he was actually he had got all with him, but the only thing which he had to really control himself from the mental thing. So through the game, how he actually handles the pressure and handles the pressure as in from the mental side, and how he actually controls it. Jose Mourinho actually, I think he really made him a really good defender, I would say. And he grew a lot under him. And yeah, of course, the goal, right? It was really it was really well planned header, escaping from the defender with a so powerful header, and then it went on for a goal, and then followed by crazy celebration. His first derby goal, after, probably I'm not sure, like maybe fifth game, right? Fourth of game. So yeah, it was really great, great there, and also the famous celebration and the GoFunding which happened. Yeah, it is really cool. All you know, I think everyone would agree with me here. I'm not sure how Lazio they get all the they do all the uh, bad things against the racist chants everywhere, and any crazy banners, and they just get away with that. I'm not sure like how they
I
do
have
that,
an answer
but
for that. I have an answer for
yeah.
that. That is simple. Claudio Lotito, their president, is in the federation FIGC. That's how they get away. See, as I told you in this live stream, you can be very, very candid. You can be yourself. I wish had we done this 2 days before, I've been drinking a beer also. Because Eduardo Bove got hit by a beer bottle, and that Lazio fan got fined 167 euros. 167 euros for throwing a beer bottle on a player's head in a game. Okay, he could have injured him or worse, like caused like a severe concussion.
Mm,
167 euros was a fine. I mean, that is a joke of a league that Serie A is. Forget about. I mean, you will open the Pandora's box because there is racism, there is God knows what not, and they have all these misappropriate campaigns which are tone deaf. Latest one is hashtag Don't call me a gypsy. My God, Serie A is just the worst in terms of they inflict themselves with these own goals in terms of stupidity they do, man. But yeah, man, Ratul, is Mancini now your favorite defender of? I don't see.
Mancini,
Is it correct?
Mancini is
Correct one.
always my one of my favorite defender. Even in my pace, I used to keep him in the my first team. Even some days earlier, I was having some word with some Milan fan, and they hate Mancini. They hate Mancini. According to them, he is very aggressive. I mean, all those things. But I also told them that Gattuso was also very aggressive. We need that kind of aggressive attitude in the team. And yeah, it is his specialty that he is a very aggressive guy. Sometimes we need that kind of aggressive in the team.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
man.
yeah. It
So
is really
I,
needed.
I think
And
I think yeah, it's just that we Romanisti love him and everyone else hates him. That's as simple as that.
even like the first season when he had taken into our lineup, I would always worry that okay, anyway, Mancini is going to get a yellow this match, and maybe uh, he'll get a suspension in the derby or whatever the next match that he's going to play, which is very certain whenever he plays. So yeah, he is kind of acquired that control over now, but still, yet he still possesses the aggressiveness, which is really good. I was really glad to see that we have a hard defender with us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think this is the perfect segue onto the next session, where we talk about one defender's legendary goal, because Mancini is now legend in terms of scoring a winner in the Derby della Capitale is stuff that makes you a legend. And on this day, 6 years ago, another defender scored another header. Manolas, the Greek god of Rome, April 10th, 2018, and the comeback was done. No one thought. Only. Let me tell you. Only Arjun and I believed. So Arjun lives in South Bombay in Cuff Parade, and I live in the western suburbs, quite north. Okay, so it's a 2 hour drive to get to him. And all that time, both of us were like, you know what? We weren't bad in the first leg. 4-1 was very harsh. We could see that comeback happening. I'm not kidding you. We believed it. And, just to, cut short everything that happened, 3-0 happens. Okay. Both of us are on the floor, just lying motionless. Arjun's father comes in and like, what is wrong with you guys? Are you dead? Why is there no sound? And we were just like, we didn't know what happened. I mean, finally, after so many years, we actually saw Roma do the most improbable thing after losing to shit teams, Panathinaikos, fucking Middlesbrough, then so that 7-1 Manchester United, like all those fucking defeats. Finally, Roma, overcame. Ganesh, where were you, man? I mean, you and Sri were watching the game together, right?
Uh, no, we didn't watch that match together. But yeah, I was watching that match and really I didn't have any hope that we, turning that 4-1 score line. And I was like, we are facing Barcelona and how can I expect 3-0 to score and go on to the next round? And though, the way that we played the first two goals from first thing, first I there was one Zeko's, I
Sixth
mean De
minute,
Rossi's
Dzeko.
penalty.
De
Yeah,
Rossi
6 minutes
ball over the
Zeko
top.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and De Rossi's penalty, right? Penalty, penalty shot, and yeah, and the third goal was. I mean, I didn't really expect from Manolas, and I was like screaming like anything in my home actually. Uh, Hopefully, like the volume was so high that they couldn't hear. But yeah, it was so really crazy night that there was a famous comment, the comment that Greek god of Rome
Yeah.
that came
Peter
from
Peter
Richard
Drury.
Liddell, right?
No, Peter Drury, the
Peter
English
did.
Peter
commentator.
Okay,
Dury.
okay. Okay. It was, that's a point where we actually had a say that okay, Roma can do well, and we believe that we can do well in the European competition, and that's what is the turning point uh, for us, especially in the European competition. And thanks to EDF.
Thanks to Francesco. And Ratul, where were you? Were you watching it with someone in Calcutta, or were you watching it by yourself at home?
Unfortunately, at that time, I was not in Kolkata. I was in Gujarat for job purposes,
Okay.
and in the middle of the night, I just shouted when Manola scored the goal, and one of my senior was sleeping next to me, and he told me that what happened? Why are you shouting? I told him that a match is going on. And in the next morning, I just wake up around 10:30, and my boss was asking why are you sleeping till so late? So we used to live in a mess, and my boss was asking why are you sleeping so late? So I told him that yesterday we won, so that's why I was sleeping so late.
I actually remember that I was with my boss in Delhi for a official visit, and we played Bayern Leverkusen, and that game where we went 2-0 down, and then we took a lead 4-2, and then they scored two goals that made it 4-all. That 4-all, if you remember. And my boss was like, we were sharing one room because it was a small company, budget constraint, typical Roma behavior. And first, I was like, like fuck 2-0 down. And then I was like, oh, 4-2, 4-2. And then my boss was like, what game? Which team is this? Emotions are so high. First you're down, then you're high, and again you're low. And that is Roma. So, I think, after enduring all those European nights, we finally got that 3-0, man. I mean, see, even in the first leg, I feel that 4-1 was very unjust there. I mean, we were really good, and two own goals, very unlucky. And credit, I mean, the one memory that I have was like Patrick Schick missing a free header and having a very shitty game. I mean, we would have finished the game there and then. One Jesus was, permanent. Permanent, sorry. Okay, if we beat both, this we'll come to this. One Jesus was so good against Messi. Yeah, we are coming
Yeah,
to Milan,
and
Roma through
uh,
very soon.
we have the another fullback. What's his name? He saved us from one goal line clearance. I remember.
Who? Bruno Perez.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah, how can I forget? Yeah,
That
Bruno
was
Perez.
against Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's the same season, same
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Champions
It
League.
was same season. So we beat Shakhtar in the last 16, uh, beat Barcelona in the quarters, and then Liverpool in the semis. You know what
Liverpool.
happened,
Liver.
but let's not get to Liverpool. Today is about Roma Barcelona, man. What is that one
Okay.
memory both of you you're going to take away of that memory? Like I'm sure Ganesh, when your kids grow up, you're going to tell your kids like that night in Rome.
Uh, uh, the Roma Barcelona match, yes. Actually, I think that time I think I had everything. Usually during the Champions League matches, like I will all wear my Roma jersey, mandatory Roma jersey, and I will be ready with Joe Morrison's pre game show. It was all cool, and I think they were actually engaging us, right, Ajay, uh, with Joe, or I think there are two other guys. Right?
No, that game, I don't think so. Anyone went from our Roma India for the
Okay,
pre-game.
only
Ratul
later
went.
after that.
No, 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 no. Nothing happened for Roma Barca. But
Okay,
so just to cut it short, I remember that for the first leg where we lost 4-1, Arjun and I, we had met and we had gone for some screening, some place where they were showing both the games. They were showing Liverpool, Man City, and Roma Barca. Okay, Barca Roma. And there were a couple of Gen Z kids who came and they were like, "Arey, why are you putting Barcelona Roma? Put Liverpool City because anyways Barca are going to beat Roma." That kind of a thing. And that was, I mean, people thought the game was done and dusted. Like I was in some random football group and a lot of Barca fans were saying the biggest mistake that Barca made was wearing a Lazio color kit, away kit, and coming to Rome. Yeah, and that iconic line, Messi falls, Barca falls, the unthinkable unfolds beyond upon our eyes. This was not meant to happen.
yeah. Credit
This is
to
happening.
Joan Jesus. He really had a
Goosebumps,
great
man.
game.
I'm getting goosebumps. What a
Yeah,
night, man. What a
the
night. I
all
think.
yeah all, this gives very much satisfaction that all the Barcelona fans thought that they will beat Roma very easily, and even they were trolling Roma and also the Roma fans. So and at after the match, all were mum and they were unable to speak anything, and that gives the much more satisfaction.
True, true. Especially after all those years of European regret
Yeah,
and passions and defeats against stupid teams. I think Roma Barcelona is special for football fans in general, but for us it means much more. I mean, it's there.
yeah.
So coming to the last segment, I don't think so. Someone is going to join us. He's not responded. Maybe for next time. But let's quickly look at Milan versus Roma in tomorrow's Europa League. Uh, what are your thoughts, man? Personally, I'm scared because I feel that Milan are clear favorites to win. What do you think, Ganesh?
Uh, so, uh, so as far as Roma is concerned, as a Roma fan, let's keep your hopes low. So that's the first thing. Me too doing the same thing. And second thing is like yeah, Milan are clear favorites. They have all the positions sorted. Casano has made a lazy comment against Lau that yeah, he is not
Just
good
had to
enough.
make a comment right now only, just before the game.
Yeah, as so yeah. I mean, we are actually not maybe we can call ourselves dark horses probably, but probably I think it's happening in Milan, right?
We are away.
So
First
we
leg is
have
away.
away like right. So at least we have to go for a draw. Uh, and in at Olympico, like we have to hope that we just go all out attack and then you know let's hope we can go by that way. I mean, if we
Hold on. I think I'll just get Ganesh back.
yeah
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
so let's follow Mourinho's tactics. Park the bus in the first leg and then go out all attack the DDR tactics and go out for a good attacking way, a balanced game. And
Yeah.
let's hope that we all play it in a really confident way. Let's
Yeah,
hope for
before
a really
before
good game.
before I let Ratul come in, bhai, ye Dhruv Gupta has been the man. He's been watching us from minute one. You get in touch with me, Dhruv. Send your number. I'll add you to the Roma India WhatsApp group. We have Roma fans from all over the world. Indians, Sri Lankans, Nepal, Pakistan. Also, I believe there are some guys over here. I don't know, but basically Roma fans from everywhere. English-speaking Roma fans, and sometimes we abuse in Hindi also. And I have Afir with me. Afir wants to come. Let me see if I can bring him. Wait, he's not here. I can't bring him. Hmm. Anyway, so yeah, you just reach out to me on Instagram through my number. My ID is Ajay Ravi Menon. You can just send me a DM and I'll get back to you. It's Ajay Ravi Menon only everywhere. So, so Ratul, my fear for Milan versus Roma is that although Ganesh is saying yes, we'll go Jose Mourinho and play Catanaccio in the first leg. I don't think so. De Rossi is going to stick to that school of thought. And my only fear is that one long ball over the top, and you have an in-form Rafael Leao, in-form Christian Pulisic, who are very speedy against our fullbacks. We don't know which Celik is going to turn up, which Karsdorp is going to turn up, which Spinazzola is going to turn up. That is my one worry. Then you have Giroud, who's always good in big games. You have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's in form, and that fucker Theo Hernandez always produces his best against top teams like Inter, Juve, Milan, Lazio, Roma. That's where he plays his best. So I'm very scared that De Rossi's tactics may not work in the first leg, and we will end up like with a 3-1 or maybe like a 2-1 defeat like at best. What do you think?
Uh, the first thing is that there is a saying that attack is the best defense, so they must keep on attacking, and Roma should not let them play. What I believe, and they should not be afraid of them, because anyone till any Milan is also a team to beat. Anyone can beat. They need to believe on it, and I think I'm confident that we'll overcome this Milan challenge.
But you see our record, no? We see our record against all these big teams. It's been
Yeah.
shambolic. I mean, we beat Paulo Fonseca,
uh,
we beat Jose Mourinho. We've rarely gone away and beaten all these so-called
yeah,
top half teams.
but still
Jose
hoping
Mourinho
for the
has the soft
best.
spot.
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho has soft spot at San Siro, man. I mean, be
That
it
is true.
Milan or Inter Milan.
He would never show up only. He would get a red card previous game and then he would not be there. Then we had Salvatore Potti, coaching.
Uh, I, yeah, but we should be at our best to beat that Milan side. So probably go for a draw in the first leg and win in the second, return leg at home.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Dhruv was saying, hope we see Dybala magic. I hope we also see some Dybala Lukaku link up because Lukaku has not been the same after the Rossi. I mean, he was more effective under Jose, but still early days. But let me take that question of his like if the Rossi goes past Milan, do you like both legs? Do you feel that he deserves a deal, a full time manager deal?
Of
Absolutely.
course. He is still. I think he has still got got something in him. So he is still capable of managing a big club like Roma. And he is Romanist. He has all the passion. He gives away the whatever the experience and the passion to all the Romanist is also towards the fan. And it's infectious and it has to be he has to be the next manager I believe. I mean he should be given the deal. I read somewhere it's not I think it's a rumor but maybe after the Derby win maybe Dan Frighten he is kind of preparing for a deal. Maybe who knows maybe they would be seeing watching him like how he is going to work it out against Milan and how we are going to finish towards the end of the season. So I think we should be aiming for top four finish and probably semi-finals and maybe finals, against in the Europa League. Let's hope for.
What do you think, Ratul?
Yes, what I believe that even if we overcome the Milan challenge, this should not be the sole criteria. I think De Rossi deserve to get a contract because he has changed the environment of the team, and I firmly
Yeah,
believe that Roma will do good under him because he
that
De
is what
Rossi know the pulse.
exactly, and that is what I think also, man. I
Yeah.
mean, I really feel that if De Rossi gets us into the Champions League, 100%, give him a deal, 100%, because we can finish fifth and also get the Champions League because of the coefficient that's there, and the way that Bologna are playing, it's very difficult to. And
Mm.
Bologna plays one game a week, so I think they will shade us for fourth, given the fixtures that we have. And if we manage to go up in the Europa League, uh, yeah, I mean, again, the fixtures will pile up and the same thing will happen. So, fifth is our best spot. And if the Rossi takes us there, I think give him a renewal. There is also a dream scenario. This is only in my dreams. And people who will see this video later will be like, keep on dreaming. Carlo Ancelotti as head coach and De Rossi as the assistant. But man can dream. It's free. But what are your someone couldn't join in this time. I hope next time he comes in, man. I mean, it'll be good to have North, East, South, West. So before we go, what are your predictions for Milan Roma?
1-1 draw.
Ratul,
Uh, 1-1 in the first leg and 2-0 in the 2-1 in the second leg for
very
Roma.
very optimistic, very optimistic. Okay, I'm going to have a very crazy prediction. I'm predicting a 2-1 loss at the San Siro and a 2-1 win at the Olympico, and then we have penalties. And then I don't watch penalties, man. In the Europa League final penalty, also I knew that we were going to lose. In my house only, we were watching, and Arjun was watching, and these are I was just like I knew that we were going to lose it. After that whole Anthony Taylor handball thing, I knew that we were going to lose. But hopefully, we overcame that against Feyenoord, so that was a positive. But
Yeah, yeah. If you notice that in the final, before when we were taking the penalties, the body language of our player was not so confident. They were just like casually taking a. What I felt that.
you remember Berko Vucinic
We know
taking a
about
penalty?
Rui Patricio.
We need to check. I know Casado, who was instigated Rafael Leao for this game. We need to shut Leao. I think we need all the three right backs that we have, all of them in one.
I think
One
even
player.
by that we wouldn't be able to stop it.
Seriously, seriously. Sorry, you were saying something, Ratul.
Yeah, I was just saying that if you noticed in the final when before Roma were taking the penalties, I mean their body language was not so confidence, and they were just taking the penalties casually, and even is you can you can notice that their body language was not so confident at that moment of time. I thought that we were going to lose the match.
I think the pressure got to them. It really got
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Final pressure, and that game still gives me PTSD. I still haven't gotten over that game. So if you see, that's why on Twitter, Ganesh would know because on Twitter, whenever I get a chance, I don't miss out on bashing Anthony Taylor. How does he even? He's refereeing tonight against Barca PSG. How does he even get all these big games?
There is something going on under the table for sure.
Insane. It's very rotten the whole UEFA system. Anyways, I think we can go on and on if we speak about UEFA corruption. So I think this is a good place to end this particular live. I think we had fun. Uh, we had a lot of fun talking about good old Roma Lazio, good old Roma Barcelona, and looking ahead to Milan Roma. Casano is a spy. Casano is no spy, man. I mean, he's just a big fat idiot who just that doesn't know when to shut up. So, anyways,
He's a crack.
let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best in the Milan Roma game. We'll do this again next week, maybe next Thursday, Friday. Hopefully by then we would have made it against maybe Leverkusen or West Ham, whoever comes on over there.
If we get West Ham, then we will be having Janiolo against us, right?
No, Zaniolo is Aston Villa, different claret and blue team.
Sorry. Okay. Okay.
But we will have David Moyes and a very difficult West Ham team. I feel that Leverkusen have their work cut out against West Ham. It's not going to be that easy. But anyway, let's focus on Milan. So thanks guys, thanks for coming in. Last minute stuff,
Thank,
and we'll do this live next week as well. Till then,
Thank you, Ajay.
thank
Forza
you.
Roma,
Thank you.
Forza
Forza
Roma.
Roma.
Thanks for
sempre
hosting.
sempre Forza Roma. Good night, folks. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, group, for tuning in. Thank you, someone. Come for the next live, and hopefully we'll have some more subscribers next time watching. Ciao, ciao. Good night.